system, right?
Yes.
So that's a signal.
Okay.
Sending you a signal that something has been connected.
Yes.
I also think if they are able to protect that thing in such a way that it doesn't pop a signal, right? So my idea is how do I create a software that can be installed in this system that even if as soon as something is external future comes in, even if it's not open. So I'm thinking about software that will make it for that bring out the notification.
Okay.
So like you knowing that something is going on, it's okay for you to start making research and pathway preventing.
Thank you very much. I love that. First thing is to identify. And the fact that you've identified that, hey, there is a USB going around with chip inside of it, embedded in it now to exfiltrate information. What do? You say you are going to create an application, a software, right, that will detect it, even if it doesn't pop notification, but that will still detect it. Beautiful. That is one of the major way, right? One of the major, I use the word major way to mitigate against that. But also, one of the simplest way is security awareness. You see how cheap security awareness is, but is the simplest way to eradicate that kind of, because what people know, the thing is the word is what people don't know, they tend to fall for it. But what people know, I don't know if you understand now. There is security awareness training. There is an awareness that, hey, there is something like this going on right now. I can move a bit because we're talking cybersecurity, obviously, fraud is part. Yes, there are cyber attackers too. In China, right? They can be in a bus in China. There are TVs. They know how to go and install TVs that will be showing, don't send money to anybody claiming to be in the military. What is that thing? That's an awareness, right? That's an awareness. Don't do this. So somebody can be talking to another person, he just sees that thing, like, I'm talking to a military person. Curiosity, thank you. Something shift in your mind that, is it this thing? Okay, let me investigate. So you become curious and start asking unnecessary questions and start talking to you in a way that, yes, that is an awareness. That is what awareness can do in that type of situation, because now it's affecting a particular region. You counter it with an awareness that, hey, something is going on. You might even use the name. Let's say, for example, it's new age. Just like when something goes on and people come online on TikTok. Right now, people are now very smart to come online on TikTok to say, this is what is going on. This is how I got kidnapped. Or this is how I entered one chance. What is that thing? An awareness is one thing that can survive cybersecurity. Like I said, I finished school 2019. I was aware of this thing. Like 4 years later, think about it, because of I did not know. No awareness. But when an awareness came, I picked it. So that is what an awareness training. So now, anything you are doing, if you can be curious enough to go online and search the how, these are the most important questions. How can I, how will I, how was this? You see the how now? That's the mind of a curious person. I can go and say, how did this guy able to embed a chip into a lightning cable? Videos will come out that an awareness teacher has uploaded on YouTube. You see, then you start watching. Your mind start working towards that. Okay, so this is what they did. This is even what they are getting. You will not be more careful. Now, when you buy a code next time, you can you can just take it somewhere and check it. You can even open your code to check if there's any chip inside of it. That kind of, yeah. You are not curious. You're not curious. Or like you said, software. You can download antivirus on your system, on your phone as well. You can have antivirus on your phone. That when somebody comes in, it just sends you an alert. That's the identification. It identifies it that this thing is an anomaly. Okay, let's triage it. It will even eat it up. We are going to do something like that. It's called an ECA file during the course training. We are going to infect our own system and see how our antivirus, because I'm still going to give you an antivirus to download, to install. Say our antivirus is going to eat it up, to stop it immediately. This, the keyloggers I was talking about, yes, an anti-malware can eat it up. If your system has it, it will eat it up, it will stop it. Yes. That's the software you're talking about. Yeah, but you have to know it. Yeah. Okay. So those are ethical hackers. I just said that to, yeah, let's communicate. Anybody online, if you have any question concerning these things I just said, you can ask. Okay. So I mentioned SOC analyst, I mentioned the GRC, I mentioned the, what was the third one? If you are taking note, huh? The ethical hackers. And also, we have the penetration testers also, but they are like a part of the ethical hackers. The penetration tester, what they do is they run vulnerability scan. They are pen testers. Penetration, they penetrate into your networks to run vulnerability scan to check what is going on there. They are the ones that configure your firewalls. You've heard of firewalls before. You know what a firewall is? Firewall.
Firewall.
Yes, firewall. Firewall. What comes to your mind? What's the firewall?
The browser.
So now it's Firefox.
So fire.
We do what? In the protection, yes, the protection. But it's a network tool, right? It's a network tool. Firewall is a network tool that filters traffics, inbound and outbound rules, right? Using protocols and port numbers. Don't, for somebody like you, your tutor is here. Look at your tutor. Data analysis, right? Data analysis, yeah, that's your data. Is here, you're going to meet it. You are taking too many. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. So those are some of the career path I want to. And in the course of these 3 months, we are going to go around cycles because I'm literally going to leave you to decide what you want, your niche, right? Like I said, when I was taking I just knew already that I'm going to be a SOC analyst because I already love it. Yes, if you ask me to choose for you, I'm going to tell you to become a SOC analyst. Yes, there you get there's job. Yeah, there's lot of jobs. Yes, as a SOC analyst. Yeah, entry level, intermediate, and professional level. There are lots. I'll show you. I'm not just saying this thing for saying sake. I'll show you. Your skill will then speak for you, but I'm going to show you everything. Yeah, there are a lot of jobs in SOC analysts, yes, and the pay, trust me, the pay is alarming. I'm still going to show you that. I'm not just saying with words. Yeah, then let's talk about the skills. I want to throw a little light on the skills you need. One of it is IT, information technology. If you say information technology, Mr. Atiosa, please throw a little light if you can. IT, information technology. Yes, sir. Okay, information technology, right? These are, if you said information, these are data, right? Say technology, the devices, right? Information, data, technology, the devices that process, runs, and store the information. Let's take, for example, your computer, right? So to be able to get into cybersecurity, you need to have the IT knowledge. Yes, you need to know the different categories of data, assets. We have digital assets, we have physical assets as well. Okay. You have to understand asset management. So this IT, with your system, you have to understand how to even troubleshoot. If you are with your laptop there, let's do something. Go to just click your Windows key. You have your Windows, see what I'm doing. This key here, your Windows key, then type CMD. CMD, command prompt. You have this. Yes. So now you're going to do IP config, then enter IP together, then config, then CMD. Are you there?
CMD.
Yes, CMD.
CMD on the keyboard.
Yes, on your keyboard, just type CMD. Did it open like this? Yes, open it. Are you there? All of these things, right? So command prompt, Microsoft Windows version 10.200, that's the version, the Microsoft, all rights reserved, user window IP config. So these are, I'm connected to a router, which you are all connected. Okay, are you connected to please connect to ODU. You see an ODU. The password is hash, I think hash tech edu. Let me check. Yes. No, tech edu ODU students, connect to that. So people online, if you are in physical, we have free Wi-Fi for you. You can download movies to calm your. Do you remember the password? Okay, I think you should meet secretary. Give me your laptop. Oh, God, I don't configure it. Connect to the ODU. Yeah, it's called ODU. ODU students. Okay. The password is hash.
No,
You see Ete ODU.
okay, good. Okay.
Yes, the password is hash capital letter T. Then you spell the tech, then capital letter E, then DU. T, then spell tech. So people online, please, are you with your laptop? Mr. David, are you with your laptop?
I'm not actually with my laptop, sir, but you can carry on. When I go home, I will review it, sir.
Okay. All right, no problem. The class is being recorded. That's one beautiful thing. Our class is being recorded. So you can even access them But the only way you can access is after, I think after the 2 weeks class, you can be able to access all the trainings when you now have your portal. So you're able to access what we did. So if you can't even make it to class or you can't take it, you can always go back to watch the videos. Everything we've been saying here is being recorded. Okay. So this is command prompt, right? I can basically use this, like we're talking about IT, understanding information technology, understanding your system. I can use these things to check what IP address is my router giving me, right? What is our default gateway? And don't worry, I'll break all of this down from, we have another class tomorrow here. I'm going to break all of this down for you to understand properly. I'm just explaining the different skills you need to get into cybersecurity that we are going to do. Trust me. So IP config is internet protocol configuration. Bring your laptop. Let me show you. No, you are spying. Not that you are going there to change now. You're not changing course, right? You want to change course. To decide, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You are not connected, that is right. You're not connected to any network, that's why it's showing like this.
No,
So let me connect to take cable for you. What happened to your
it's my boy that is doing that thing.
oh. So now you are connected, right? So you are connected. Okay. I was able to know that that's F, even with the broken.
Yes, that's the bros voice.
Yeah, you see now it's giving us more preference, right? So I'm going to just open it and CMD IP on the yes. So
Well, this cyber security, yeah, I thought it's starting from the front end and the back end.
you don't need I need to sit down. I need to address that because that is one of the major problem why some of my students are scared.
That coding part.
No, sir. You do not need a coding skill, okay? You don't need to understand how to code. That is not your job at all. You don't need to be writing codes. Let me tell you something. I did front end and back end. It was just choice for me because I just wanted to. Not because of, I don't use it where I work. I can open my VS Code and you see a lot of codes. It's there. I don't use it where I work. Honestly, I'm not trying to sugarcoat.
Okay.
No,
But
I don't even apply it anywhere. I just know, don't worry. They are just two different skills. Somebody that is building. Let me tell you something now. We have projects. I don't know if you came for our project defense. You were there. Last week, yes. Project defense. Project defense. You were here.
No, I wasn't here for my family.
Okay. See, we had a project. We always have a group project at the end of the course that, okay, front end, back end, data analysis, product design, everybody's coming together to build, right? What if, I'm going to ask this question. No, I'm going to say this something like, if you need a coding skill, why do we now have to bring front end and back end developer and cybersecurity?
Different.
You get me now? That's just it. They are different. These guys are building, developing cybersecurity and looking for ways to strengthen the app. That's cybersecurity. The app is already there. Cybersecurity is implementing different ways. So that's the security part. Or if an intruder comes in, cybersecurity is detecting it. Let's take, for example, the opposite side. Let's take, for example, I'm going to use Bill or B-Point app. It has a developer. Yes, the person that built it, software dev, they are called software developers. There's backend, there's front end, right? There's web dev, there's software dev. So for software dev, which is the application now, they built it using JavaScript, using Python to build it. But as a cybersecurity, you don't need that one. Yours now is to, okay, now you have built it, let's implement multi-factor authentication, let's implement password policy. You see what cybersecurity is doing. After you build it, I'm now look for a way to break into it. Those are penetration testers. To break into it. Then when I see vulnerability, I will not call them. There's something called SQL, Structured Query Language. It's a programming language too. I don't have to know it, but I know that there's an SQL injection, which can extract information from database. I don't need to code to know that. It's in the book. You get, that's it, sir. You don't have to go and be writing H1 with your code decoding or H2 with your code decoding. No, sir. That's where a lot of people are running from that. They have to go and start from front end. No, that is just building a website on its own. I can build a website. I've never used it in cyber. It's just there's a skill. Right? It's just like we are saying product design and graphics designer. Do you think a product designer can be a graphics designer? Wait, no, answer the question for me, sir.
Maybe, and become
Experience.
experience.
Yeah.
I'm not talking because from this professional line.
Yes, sir.
I think there are some certain things that I wanted to do on my system,
Yes.
and I'm not able to do it. Even when the graphic designer is doing, also seeing the product designer
Doing the same thing.
doing the same.
Mhm.
They look too similar.
They look too similar. But you've never spotted the difference.
So the difference from my own experience,
Yes.
and so was I'm doing this. So I did all this and that. It was there that period of that time. My own, like I said, I'm not going to be talking like a professional about it. Don't run away.
Sure.
All right. And I'm beginning to think that the graphic designer using his marks to make and adjust, trying to edit what has been existing. While the product designer is one who invents the drama and like when you were doing those coding, you will tell me that well, I was trying to do some pictures, but it wasn't even moving. He said, okay, when you play the video and you or an image, then if it's not what you want, you can come back to the numbers, then you build numbers that are in to correct it with numbers, maybe to or whatever. Without what you was explaining. So I now, in my own head, I now begin to consider it that these are really the fundamental, the smallest version of creating an app or
Yes.
image.
Yes. Those are informations. Those are data.
Data, yeah. So this is how I see that the graphic design does the same thing.
With product design.
Product design.
Okay. We are not doing any of that in this class. We are doing cybersecurity. I was just giving examples with product designs and graphics design. So graphics designer, like you said, they leverage on what has already been built. But no, most of the time they are very creative. Product designers are very creative as well. But now let's take what a product designer as a graphic designer and build something. Graphic designer can build posters, right? Posters, we know posters now. A graphic designer can build we go and print flyers, posters, and all that. But a product designer will create what a web developer will follow through, like create the sequence of a website from one page to the other page. I'm coming. You can see my screen. This is techedu.com. These are our websites, right? These are our websites. So these are all HTML and CSS. It does not concern you as a cybersecurity. These are, I just click this now and it's opening to another page. I'll come to my login. It brought our login. I'll put in my login. It takes me to my interface. You see those move. A product designer can do that. No, it is static. It is web developers that now use it to write codes. They now use that design. You even give them colors. They have to look for colors to do it, right? They have to get the color to be able to build it with code. I will show you these things. Yes, if we are doing cloud computing, I will show you these things. Trust me. I'll show you. You see them. You see why you really do not need to have the skill. But since I know it, right, I'm going to show you that this is how it works. But it's just for you to know it, not that you need it. Just know that there's something called an SQL. There is database. There is structured query language. There's HTML. You don't need to go and be writing HTML code or CSS code. No. All you need to know is HTTP. Yes, those are the protocols, FTP, SMTP. Yes, those are what cybersecurity will tell you. Those are what you need. What protocols is making this move to this? Now, I just did this thing. I just came to my browser and typed techedu.dev and it opened. What protocol makes that thing happen? That's HTTP. That's HTTP. Yes. Then the security there is the SSL, TLS. You understand this? Don't just come your mind. This is your first class. Don't stress you. Yes. I'm telling you, yes, this is your first class. Don't stress. It's just like baby that they just gave birth to today. You want him to talk or you want her to talk. That's it. So don't stress just allow me talk. You'll get familiar very soon. You understand most of the things I'm saying. You get familiar as time goes on. You keep accumulating, meeting new things, but it will sit. You will want that like, am I the one just talking like this? Am I just talking like this?
When I decided to go into science and study, right? I see that when I wasn't really good in my primary thing.
Yes, sir.
So, things with time, I wanted to be among those people that will inspire me, those people that I think they are more serious in their studies, which happens to be the science. People, when I was attending to people who tell me, are you really not for book night to the science? So I would be like, I think it's better for me to join people who are more far better than me.
Yes.
So they can inspire me that this my friends who are just looking for the easy way. So that also contributed my mindset on thinking, like think differently.
Okay, yeah, because that's more like challenging yourself. Yes, you have to. You have to. Now, why this is really a little bit complex is the security. So one mistake can just ruin an entire network. One mistake can ruin an entire network. I just talked about IT understanding your system. There's another thing we still have to do. Go to your, click the same Windows, then go to Device Manager. Go to Device Manager. Okay, sir, please help me check it. Try to give you the charger. It's laptop charger. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. So are you the device manager? Thank God I came here. I just spot some that I have to even update. So this place, right? Device manager. Everything here is all of the drivers that you have on your system. They are all drivers. And I'm going to tell you this thing for free. If you have computer and it's acting up and you're able to identify what is going on, let's take, for example, you are trying to connect to a Wi-Fi, it's not working. You don't have to take it to Ring Road for those of you that is in Benin. You don't have to take it to Mission Road. You don't have to go to a repair store. Just come here to your device manager and look for Wi-Fi. It's here. If you can screw with me, let's look at, for example, we're having a Wi-Fi problem. Have you seen your network? Yeah, where is it again? Okay. This is one. Wide area network. That's what it means. Wide area network. How you connecting? You can come here and just, let's pick anyone. For example, this is wireless AC 8268. You can see that, right? You can see it under network adapter. There's Bluetooth, the next one, right? You can right click. Once you right, there's update driver. You just right click, you see update drivers, right? Once you update that driver, trust me, your system is back to normal. Because what are drivers? They are little components, they are like intermediary between your system and the operating system. They are the one enhancing those softwares to work properly. It's just that, let's see it as this very lame explanation is, when you are hungry, do you function well? When you have not eaten for a long time, do you function well? Like, do you function as in, that's it. When it is outdated, it tends to function really slowly or not functioning at all. But when you update it, which means you're not giving it a new patch, there is a new update. In cybersecurity, we're going to hit on update, patch, update, because that's another thing that can really mitigate against any type of attack in your system. That's one thing that can really mitigate update. Now, I just saw something on my system. This is it. Bluetooth low energy, GTD compliant HID device. Update drivers. Search automatically to update. It's redirecting me to my, the network better now. See, this is this particular issue has popped up here. I have to install. This is what is going on. HP development computer LP software component drivers update. This is the new update. This is the new number now. You know, we used to have, anytime they update, let's use iPhone, for example, version 16, iOS 16, iOS, I think we have iOS 20 something now. There's a new version now. You are not updating because of the beauty, because of the features. Because an outdated software tend to attract vulnerability. They are vulnerability. those updates are the new security. They are the ones, see, when you create an application, when an application is being created, right? It comes with a certain version. And as that version goes on, there's something an attacker will do. Search for ways to get into the system or to watch that to steal from it, extract data from it, right? Now, you have run an assessment, a vulnerability scan, and found out that, oh, there is a bug that needs to be fixed. That is when you now update. That's when they now create a new update with the security that can mitigate against that bug, right? Then when you now update, you now have the security that can. Currently, Windows does not support Windows 10 anymore security-wise. Yes. They are telling everybody now up to Windows 11. I'm using Windows 11. If you are using Windows 10, Microsoft is not giving out security. There's no new update coming from Windows 10. Yes, they're not supporting. I think it was November or December last year they stopped it. I told you guys then. Even before they were announcing it, they've stopped it now. Yes. So if you are using Windows 10, you are connected to a network. That your system now, it's a vulnerability to that network. I'll tell you why network is really important, maybe in another class. So I'm installing. It's just to install, but it will ask for me to restart my system. But after the class, I'll do that. So I was talking about device manager. So a lot of things. Let's take, for example, now this vulnerability, this problem here. I might try to connect Bluetooth to my system, maybe use Bluetooth headset to my system, and it will be misbehaving. This is the problem. You see the arrow there just tells me that it's outdated. Try and update it. Had one of my students. So it's exactly like this, my laptop. You can see it has a fingerprint, right? She said she bought her system with that particular thing that the fingerprint was not working. The biometric was not working. Our first ever class, I just said I go to the device manager, and this is where she came to. See it, biometric device. This Synaptic version FS755 touch fingerprint sensor. You just right click it and update. Things start working. I shall be using that system for, let's say, about 6 or 7 months. Not knowing you can do it by yourself. That's the awareness I was talking about. Now, anything that goes wrong with that system, now the first thing that comes to your mind is what? Your device manager, to go and check if your drivers are running well. These are IT knowledge. You see why you need an IT knowledge to break into cybersecurity. You see how they are correlating. You need that knowledge. So apart from that, there are many other ways to troubleshoot. Many other ways to troubleshoot. You can right click and just type Windows Defender. Windows Security is going to open Defender for you. Windows Security. These are my Windows Security. You can see they are all. Because I'm always coming here to check anything going on, what's happening. Am I up to date? Is my system running properly? Let me see your system. I see why you should not see everything. See this. We can see a sign. There's a sign. Yes. So that don't worry. From next class, we'll download. There are even more. Wow. The system needs rehabilitation. Yes. From next class, don't worry. From next class, you see how the land is green here. Yours is what? Yellow. So people online, any question? Everybody's just quiet. Mr. David, I know you're at work. Okay, talk to me, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah, you said something about cybersecurity making an app to be how can I put it, to be well functioned. You get?
Yes. Yes, but you are not building the
my
app. You are not the one. You are not the one building the app. Okay.
okay. Oh yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
Okay.
So the question now is that does it also does cybersecurity involve with involved in the making of an app? Like does it has something to do with an app? I because I thought it's only on websites.
Okay. Thank you very much for that question, David. If you are saying a app, let's take for example, Facebook. You can access Facebook via web, right? www.facebook.com, right? Let's talk. You can unmute. Let's talk. Mr. David, you can unmute. Let's talk.
Okay sir, okay sir,
Okay.
okay sir.
So you can access facebook.com via web, right? www.facebook.com, right? And also you can go to your either Play Store or your Apple Store to download the application.
Okay.
So your question is, will cybersecurity be involved in making the app? Why not just the web? As long as you are
Yes, sir.
protecting the web, the app is still, you still have to protect the application, because now any data that is coming through Facebook or going into Facebook is stored in Facebook server. They have a database, right? Where all of their customers' records, employee records are being stored. Either you are using the app or you are using the website. So security demands that both the app and website need to be properly secured.
Okay, okay, okay.
Do you understand
Okay.
now? They need to
Yes,
be
sir, yes,
properly,
sir.
because now they function together. If I don't want to use the application, I can use the web. But
Okay.
if I'm using the web, where am I redirecting the data to, or the server to? It's still Facebook server. If I'm using the application,
Okay.
where am I getting? It's still Facebook server. You understand?
Yes, sir.
That is it. That is it. So cybersecurity functions in the making, the security of how there's something called application security in cybersecurity. There's also something called web security in cybersecurity. There's also network security in cybersecurity. Yes, you have to understand how, because there are different ways, trust me. In web, there are different protocols. In the applications, also, there are different protocols. So these are the things I'm going to be teaching, how to now protect our data, your personal data, and how Facebook is been protecting their own servers in their own end, the cloud service they are leveraging on. You get to know all of these things. That's what we'll be doing during the course of these 3 months training.
Okay. Okay, I understand, sir.
Yes.
My second
All right.
question, sir, can I?
Okay. Shoot. Shoot.
Okay, my second question, I saw on YouTube that cybersecurity is all about logic. No maths, no further question, just logic. You just have to put your mindset where think outside the box. I just want to know if that is true. You just have to have that creative mindset.
Yes. Like I said it's 70% how you think. It's 70% how you think. Yes. But you need to have a structure for yourself first. That is why going, like, there's a roadmap. Let me use that word. There's a roadmap for cybersecurity, right? So during that roadmap, you are going through the roadmap. You have to still be able to think outside the box. You have to be creative in your thinking. That's why I said it's 70%. Now, you, a newbie in cybersecurity, can think in such a way that you are solving problems that a professional is not even able to solve. I'm telling you this for free. Take it or leave it. I'm telling you, honest truth. It has to do with critical thinking. That was why I asked the question about the USB and the chip embedded in it. is being spread in a particular region.
Okay.
How do you mitigate it? And somebody that is just here for the first time says something that even I was like, yes, this is how you think. He said, what if I build a software that can alert it? This is a newbie. He doesn't know anything about CMs, but CM, which is System Information and Technology, System Information and Event Management, he don't know it. But he was able to think that, what if I get an application that just, that, how did you put it, that send an alert, that can
Whenever the
detect.
chip is
Do you
the
understand?
chip.
Whenever the chip is being inserted on my phone, the thing just pops it
Okay.
up that, hey, something is, that is critical thinking without even using
Okay.
the
Okay.
book. But you already know how, yeah, that is it. Yes, you have to be strategic, you have to be logical.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's true
Thank
what
you.
you saw on
Thank you, sir.
YouTube. It's true what you saw on YouTube. No problem. No problem.
Okay.
So
Thank you, sir.
we're back to the IT fundamentals. Your computers, know how your computer works, and there are shortcuts to our computers. You know shortcut now. If you don't have to go through a particular route, there's Control C. You know Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Then you know what Control D? No, no. Yeah, type it. You see what it will do for you. Control D. See, nothing. Sorry, Windows D, Windows D together. Hold your window and tab D. It takes you to your own page. Yes, yes. Windows D takes you to your own page. Windows D takes you back to that particular page you just left. Yeah, these are shortcut. Then Windows L. Do it, Windows L.
Windows 10.
Yes, Windows L. What happened? Windows L. You're not typing it, sir.
Windows 10.
Yes, there's a Windows key on your system.
Opening,
No, just leave your screen like this, then type Windows and L. That's the reaction I wanted to get. Yeah, it will lock your screen.
Yeah.
So you can be working and you have to rush somewhere. You don't have to go through just Windows L. I do it a lot. You see me do it in class. The shortcut. It's very, you see, it's just an easy way to protect yourself. You can want to go and get water now and you just Windows L, go back, come back again, then log into your system. Quietly. People will not be able to access your system when you are not there. Oh, yeah, yeah. So these are short, but there are many more. I'm just picking that what I'm doing. I'm just picking. So this is 11 a.m. I normally take a 10 minutes break for my class. Trust me, we need water. From next week, some of you they are going to complain on headache. Yes, you're going to complain of having headache or your eyes. Yeah, yeah, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So, take out 10 minutes for just get water. If you want to get water, take out 10 minutes. We'll be back by 10 minutes after 11. That's when your class is going to start.
Something that will happen, like I want to be
Hello, sir. Are you there? Hello.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you now.
Okay. So we just went on a 10 minutes break.
Okay,
Well,
okay,
10
okay,
minutes,
okay, sir.
yes, you don't have to go off. Some of them want to get water. Then we'll start.
Okay.
And we are ending by 11:30.
Okay, sir.
So please, I need to make, how we used to do it. Always put your work out there, distribute it. Right? Me and
Sir, please. Sorry, sir.
I can hear you.
So I would like to have your number so that I can private chat you and ask some other questions. Just one on one, sir.
Okay. I'm sending
Maybe
I'm sending it to the chat right now if you can see it.
okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you can see it. Just send it. Those of you there, you can chat me up on WhatsApp, no problem. Sir Victor, you want to start now? Okay, let's continue. I was talking about IT, so I'm going to end it there and go to network, right? Network, computer networks, computer networks. What are computer networks? What is a computer network? Let me ask that question. Like I said, it's like 70% how you think. Yes, when you say network, you're talking about what is the meaning, what is the definition of networks? People online, it's a question for everybody. Okay, so computer network is when two or more systems are interconnected, they intend to form a network. You get, let's leave cybersecurity, let's leave laptop, let's do system. When you hear the word networking, some people will be like, I want to network, I'm networking. What comes to your mind? Interact, to communicate, that's the word, to communicate with people, to communicate with another person. So now what I'm doing right now with you guys is I don't know any of you before. I've not seen you like visually before now. But right now we are networking, we are communicating. That is a network. So in network, computer network is when two or more systems are interconnected and can share resources, share data, share files. That is a network. So what forms a network is when two or more systems are interconnected. That is a network. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Okay. So that is when two or more systems are interconnected, right? Now I have a question. Please, you people should communicate. Talk, like I said, be curious, ask questions, say something. You don't have to be correct or you don't have to be wrong or right. Just say it. I like it when people interact. It makes me even talk more about it, right? So now, when I say system, two or more systems interconnect and communicate, what is that thing that form the connection? So, the network. Now, what is that thing that form the network? Because obviously your laptop is there. I can see your laptop. My laptop is here. Are we in one network? Are we in a network? What network are we in? Beautiful. You see how you just, I know you were like, you're not sure, but yes, we are in a network. We are in a wireless network now. We are not connected with wires, but we are connected via wirelessly, right, to a router. And trust me, this is what I can do. Let me tell you. Because we're in the same network, which is this Wi-Fi, I can see everything you are doing as an attacker. Yes. Remember, I said when two or more systems are interconnected, the communication, that is the network, right? To form a network so that they can communicate, share resources. So during that communication, that is where attacker goes to steal, to infiltrate information. Let's take, for example, a company that has 20,000 computers, and all of the computers are interconnected, either wirelessly or locally. I'm going to talk about the difference later on, but this is just an analogy, right? They are all connected. And from the HR department, you can send file to the manager department in a network, right? An attacker wants that. Those are the things that attackers are actually looking for. Yes, those are the data. When you hear data is not one big thing, it's not a human being. Yeah, data are pieces of information. These are data, they are pieces of information. What I'm saying to you now, you have to pay to get this information. These are data. This that I'm going to be sending to you guys, the website I'm going to be introducing to you guys, where you're going to be getting a certificate of completion. Those are information. Attackers now go into organizations, check how they operate, because now they are communicating. The different systems are communicating from the HR department to the sales department. Let's use the bank, for example. There's a customer service at the bank, right? You go there, they'll ask you what happened to your account. You tell them, once the thing is escalating to a privilege, like they need to consult another office, maybe upstairs or downstairs, they just do something on that system and send your file to that person. And that person, you go to the other person, you don't have to tell that person, my name is this, my name is that. The person just know that, okay, this is you, because they can communicate. Those systems can communicate, right? Let's say, for example, a printer. A printer can also be, a printer is a network device. A printer is a network device. I can send a file from my system to my printer, I print it out. Why do you think it's doing that? Because we are in a network. You see how powerful a network can be when systems are connected. That is why when your laptop is outdated and you're in a network, it's a vulnerability to that network. These are the things cybersecurity will expose you to. That from after this class or next class or after the 2 weeks, you'll now be very conscious of even clicking on websites, clicking on links, because you will be able to even create phishing link. And have to come. You're able to create phishing link. Yes, be able to create phishing link and send it, and you will see it. You will see how it works. There's something called squishing. There's something called squishing. Yes, using QR code. I did it in my other class, using QR code to illustrate information and data. Good afternoon, ma. You're welcome. You were sitting there the other day, right? Come and sit at the front today. Good afternoon, sir. Not yet time for data analysis. Yes. Yes. But you see how you change your mind. Why? Because I was not here yesterday to parade my course. What did you say? That's true. You really connected. Well, at first, I thought you said it was there was one, I think I asked, there was one you picked before now. But second, you said you came for cybersecurity. You can learn data analysis from you. All right, no problem. I wanted to see you and talk. I thought maybe you were still contemplating like, should I do this or should I not do this? Yes. That was why she had to call you this one. No problem. If you can, if you want to sit, if you want to, whichever one. Okay, just okay. All right. So that is it. A network that communicates, share resources. So attackers, they're in that network. There's something called APT, Advanced Persistent Threat. They can be in your network for a long time, right? So these are some of the skills you need to have to break into. I'm going to teach you those skills. Yes, IT, then down to network. Very, very, very important. Very, very important. Okay, also any question on that network part I was talking about, if you are curious about anything I mentioned, computer network, computer, when computer are interconnected to create, to form a network, a local area network, yes. Yes, I just talked about network. No, I can reiterate, it's not a problem.
Okay, well, I will see that, yeah.
Yes, I can reiterate, that's not a problem. So I just asked the question, and I was like, you hear of computer network, what comes to your mind? What is the network? Yes. So I said, network is when two or more systems are interconnected to communicate or share resources. So I now asked, what is that thing that makes us connected? What is that thing that forms a network? Since we said a network is when two or more systems, right? So, but what is that thing that forms a network? It's a question if you can answer that. Yeah.
I just look at it like it's one of these history behind technical.
Okay, it's not a misery, it's not a myth, it's not a misery. Now I just connected it to ODU. You're in a network. The system is connected. His system is connected. My system is connected. We're in a network. Yes, that's just getting into. But there are a lot of things behind it. Trust me. That's why you feel it's a misery. Now there are a lot of things behind this connection. There's something called DHCP. It's a server, dynamic host configuration protocol, that automatically gives you an IP address, IP internet protocol, that now helps you browse. You see where it's coming from. You're just starting out, right? And I'm going deep. Now, to form a local area network, you can either form a network either by wirelessly, which is what we are connected to wirelessly, and there's also locally using cables. But there is a network device called switch. Let me show you what a switch is. Sorry. This is a switch. This is a switch, right? This is it can, okay, let's use this. It can connect millions, thousands of devices. Now, have you seen maybe in movies a database, a data center? Maybe in movies, a data center where they will just plug and plug and plug stuff, plug and plug. There's a lot of cables. The cables are going through the walls. They are connected to the desktop. They are connected to this people's system. This is a switch that forms a local area network. Now, this is what a switch is. Switch is very powerful. It's very intelligent also. I'll tell you the difference. There are two types. Yes, there is hub, there is switch. Switch is used to connect a local area network, right? That I don't need the internet to send file
Maybe.
within the local area network, within the devices that are connected to that switch locally. Thank you for that work. They will start sending resources locally. That is the local area network. We are going to use the bank as an example. For example, Zenith Bank. They have a local area network. They are not using router. The only time they need a router is to be able to connect to the other local area network, which is the other branches. That is why you can open an account here. You can open an account in Lagos in Zenith Bank, and you can come to Zenith Bank in Benin if you have a problem, or to come and withdraw money, to come and transfer, right? Why do you think it's, how do you think it's possible? They are all connected. They are all connected, but they have a local area network where these switches now connect those systems.
The same branch.
The same branch in one branch. But when you want to now move to, you now need a router. There are protocols. There are port numbers that these are the things you understand as time goes on. That as an attacker, you have to protect your local area as cyber security. They are what we call network security. Because I just explained the connection, the interconnection between multiple systems. And I said something about down to your printers that prints paper, A4 documents. Yes, they can still be in your local area network. That is why in the bank to have experienced it, they will just do it to start printing out from there. They are sending it because they are in area network, they are in one network. So that is, I don't want to dive too much on that. So I think we just have 6 minutes more, and I will want, if you have any question concerning this network I just talked about, you can ask. I don't want to bombard you with too many things today. We have tomorrow. I think we have class tomorrow. We have class tomorrow. So if you have any question, Mr. David, you have been really engaging. If you have any question, you can talk. You just told me 5 minutes left in your meeting. So if you have any question, you can ask questions.
No, sir. I will rest my case for now, sir.
No problem. No problem. Now I want you to go home with, I want you to go with this. I dropped my number on the chat. Please do well to send me a message. I want to create a group for the 2 weeks free introductory class. I want to create a group for us where I'll be sending some few resources. For example, now what I'll be using to teach for the 2 weeks, so that it will be easier for you to follow through. So please do well to message me on that number on WhatsApp. We've now created our Teams group chat. After the 2 weeks introduction, then we'll create our Teams chat where I will now start sending information. Okay.
Okay, sir. So is it like for maybe some people that miss that day lessons, can we still go back on the group and still check something that we missed and still review on it?
Okay, that's going to be on me. I'm going to just do it more like a summarized. I'm just going to summarize everything I've been saying here and put it to the group chat. So, but just try and message so that I can create it, and I need to create that group chat, right? I need to create a group chat. Just message me, then I'll just summarize everything and put it there with some information. Tomorrow I'll be giving out an assignment. Trust me, I'll be giving out an assignment where you have to now go and do something. Go and search, make research, then come back. Anything you find, ask questions. If you are reading it, you don't understand, ask questions. And I will tell you for free, leverage on AI, artificial intelligence. I'm not going to tell you, hey, leverage on it to help you, but the most important thing is to understand while reading it. You get? So it's not just going to leverage or going to search, to now read and understand. To now read it and understand it, that is what I really, really want. Right? Yeah. So please, will be going up in 3 minutes, and I want to even go off now before so that the next tutor can come in and start the class. So please do well to message me, or just take a snapshot of the number and message me. Thank you very much. Success, please, you can stop the recording and end the class.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for today, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Same here, sir.